Hey, so I have an unboxing today from Amazon. So I got this package the other day. It was with other items, but I got a couple boxes, so I'm just going to do each one. So let's see what's inside. You see it's sealed and everything, so. Okay, I think I see what it is. So there's one item in here. Okay, first I want to give a shout out. So, through my ventures in the wax world, if you don't know, I have a small business, Wax House Melts. I make scented wax house with and without surprises and or jewelry inside. And then I open oysters with pearls inside, and then I essentially add them into the wax, and then you can re-reveal them on your own. I digress. So that being said, in my wax world, I've met so many awesome, I call them my peeps, one of which I speak of often is Lou. And then another one who I love so hard is Miss Gwen. So Gwen, I noticed when I joined TikTok, is on TikTok, and I love Gwen. I follow Gwen. Love her videos. She's awesome person. She loves to read, and so do I. Gwen's hardcore loves to read. So if it's your friend or whatnot, acquaintance, generally because they're your friend, you have commonalities. So I noticed Gwen has lots of awesome books, and I'll jot them down. So the other day I was like, you know what? I've never read anything from that author. Been wanting to try it, whatnot. And then there's another one that you'll see later. I started to purchase these books as well. But all that being said, so shout out to Gwen, love you, Chica. So I got my first book from Colleen Hoover, Regretting You. I had been wanting to read a book by Colleen Hoover. I see them all the time. I'm not very familiar with the author, but I look forward to being familiar. So I love my Kindle. I use my Kindle. It comes with me everywhere. I always get remarks. It's surprising to me. Like people say, how can you read and walk on your Kindle? I don't know. I just do it. I can read and walk. So I haven't read an actual book, like an actual book. And I miss the smell. I love the smell of books and magazines. So I haven't read an actual book in a hot minute, like a long while. So I feel in every home, everyone should have a bookshelf or just on your table a stack of books. And I do. However, I had gotten divorced in 2017. Not going to go there. However, I lost a lot of things, and things you can replace. I lost a lot of my books. So that being said, I've started to accumulate more books. I've also never listened to a book. I've never listened to an audiobook. And I noticed that Gwen just started, and she just recently listened to her first book. So she's inspired me, and she always does. That's, again, commonalities. But I've decided to listen to a book as well. Haven't done it yet, obviously, but I look forward to doing so. So that being said, too, I was just really excited. So I was looking at the Colleen Hoover books, and I decided on this one here. A lot of the Colleen Hoover books, I'm an Amazon person, so I was on Amazon. And a lot of them were for Kindle or audio, which is fine because, again, I want to listen to an audio book, and I also use my Kindle faithfully. It's like my longest relationship since it's come out. So, but I wanted to have some books in a collection of Colleen Hoover's. So this is the first one I got, Regretting You. I am reading a book right now. I have commingled where I'll read a couple books at once, but I'm not going to do that because I really want to soak it in and give it my full attention. I try to do that with all books I read, but like I said, I'll dabble here and there with two. However, I'm going to read you the back of what this one is about. So, how do you pick up the pieces without the glue holding everything together? Great question. Morgan Grant and her 16-year-old daughter Clara would like nothing more than to be nothing alike. Morgan is determined to prevent her daughter from making the same mistake she did. By getting pregnant and marrying way too young, Morgan put her own dreams on hold. Clara doesn't want to follow in her mother's footsteps. Her predictable mother doesn't have a spontaneous bone in her body. With wearing personalities and conflicting, goals, Morgan and Clara find it increasingly difficult to coexist. The only person who can bring peace to the household is Chris, Morgan's husband, Clara's father, and the family anchor. But that peace is shattered when Chris is involved in a tragic, questionable accident. The heartbreaking and long-lasting consequences will reach far beyond just Morgan and Clara. While struggling to rebuild everything that crashed around them, Morgan finds comfort in the last person she expects to, and Clara turns to the one boy she's been forbidden to see. With each passing day, new secrets, resentments, and misunderstandings make mother and daughter fall further apart. So far apart, it might be impossible for them to ever fall back together. So, I decided on this one. I'll be real, I'll read anything. However, there's, just like anyone, there's some books or topics, whatever, I'll read more. I don't typically read romance novels or love stories. It's just not my ish, but I will. This typically isn't the type of book I'd read. Honestly, reading a lot of the Colleen Hoover descriptions of the books, they didn't really sound like books that I would read. However, I'm very adventurous with books. I love books. It's like an escape. I feel like when you read, you're just opening yourself to a whole new world, and you're getting to experience people, places, characters, everything that you may not ever get to go otherwise, or you just get to go in a whole nother world and you get to escape, and I love it. So I'm always down to jump into new books, new authors, pretty much read anything. So I'm looking forward to this. So I can't wait. Plan to read this. Well, y'all will see my next video. So this is going to be on another thing I noticed that Miss Gwen does, which I love, is to be read. So I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know, because I'm going to build up like a new collection of books. So I'm probably going to have like a little roster or something to choose from. So, and because I want to read them all, I'll probably just I saw Miss Gwen had a dice too that she rolls, and then whatever number it lands on, she'll count the number of books, and then she'll choose whatever it landed on. So like if she rolled a 1, whatever number 1, the first book on the shelf, she'd take it and read it. And she also had like a little jug with the names of the books, I think, inside, and then whatever one she picked, she would read. So I thought that would be fun. So again, Miss Gwen, if you watch this, thank you so much. You're amazing. I love you so hard. Always look for admiration and empowerment for other women. So thank you so much for, once again, thank you. I want to thank you for leading me to my love of actual books. Again, never lost the love, but I kind of shied away just because I'm just so infatuated with my Kindle. I just never, So thank you again. I look forward to reading some of my books at my Aunt Kathy, my godmama, her poolside with a beverage and a little snack, sitting in the sun. Books also help me. I'll read anywhere, anytime, any day, like napping, because I love to nap too. But books help me. It might sound silly. I have trouble socializing. I'm able to socialize on social media, which is a platform for me that I love for one of those reasons. I'm just comfortable. So, also books help me because it is like an escape. So I'll read anywhere, and I love reading inside, but they help me go outside. So, I'll sit on the porch. I will, if I'm at my aunt's, I'll go there and read. So it helps me get out if I'm on the bus, and it helps me, it's a soother for me if I'm in public or whatnot. If I open a book, I can just go into another place. Although I'm outside, I'm in the book. So yes. So Colleen Hoover, I look forward to reading this, my first one, and then trying other ones. I'm at least going to read 3. I don't believe I'm going to have an issue with reading any of them. I'll probably read a lot more than 3. But if I have trouble and struggle with any of them, I'm making myself read at least 3 Colleen Hoover books. And this is my first one, Regretting You. So yes, I look forward to it. Thank you, Colleen Hoover. Thank you, Miss Gwen. All the readers all over the world. I love you all too. And I love that we can share together what we're reading. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. Stay hydrated. Keep reading.